there is no ordinance that a non-resident cannot speak. I thought in America, if you are found not guilty, you are not guilty. For those of you who don't know, Chief Bowman was found falsely accused by a female firefighter of sexual harassment.
Please be respectful.
Quiet, please. I didn't talk out when you people were talking.
You did.
Yes, you did. No, I didn't.
She was asked out by the chief and said no. When she was denied a promotion, she felt it was because she said no. The real reason for her not being selected as an instructor was because she was not qualified. According to legal documents, which anybody can get their hands on, the chief was found not guilty of sexual harassment, which ended the incident. Until the Union firefighters of North Riverside got upset because the previous chief and deputy chief were let go, so they started a smear campaign against Chief Bowman. The town of Oak Lawn kept Chief Bowman for many years, where he was promoted to Assistant Chief of Operations. These findings you can find anywhere in legal documents. If you are wondering why I am speaking, it is because my husband served as mayor for 20 years, and we care about North Riverside. Also, there is no ordinance that non-residents cannot speak. We also think Mayor Hermanick is doing a great job. We are active members of the VIP party, which does good things for the people of this town. There are two sides to every story, and you have heard the truth from me. And it is too bad that people don't find out legally what Chief Bowman was accused of and not guilty. Thank
Why
you.
did they sell it?
It is a union fireman.
Where's your proof on that? Yes.
Rick,
You're all here. You're all here.
It's fair my name, huh?
That's a nice accusation, nice accusation.
Rich, check.
My name is Rich Schick, at 3480 Huntwood Drive in Oak Brook. And I too am not a North Riverside resident, but I spent half my life in North Riverside. And what I want to talk about tonight is I think my wife did a great job to explain to people one major thing. There's two sides to any story when you hear the story. That's what we're doing here. We're not against the women. We are not. We're saying we have an innocent man here that is getting painted with a wide brush. That's the problem. He was found not guilty on that scenario. And what Judy said is true. Check the facts on this. Because in order to make a right decision, you need to know both sides. And it isn't a matter. I have granddaughters, I have grandchildren, I have a lot of women surrounding me all the time, and my mother was my best friend. So it's not about women here tonight. It's about an innocent man that were thrown under the bus. And when I started thinking about this, I said, wait a minute, I want to see what's going on here. Being a mayor for 20 years, give you a little indicator. Don't listen all the time to the first person that comes up and tells you something. In order to do a proper job, the trustees, the mayor, myself, we would have to get the other side of the story. What's the other side of the story here? There's one guy or two that are going around saying, he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. He said, well, wait a minute. I said, well, how come you're saying he's a bad guy? My wife did a whole bunch of research on this. I did. And I said, wait a minute, I want to see what's going on here. And I did see what's going on. So what did I do? I knew there was one person pushing against this. And unfortunately, we had a couple of our firefighters that jumped on this bandwagon. Unfortunate. In my research, that's what I saw. So what I did, I went over and I got a Freedom of Information request about an individual. that was spearheading this.
Hold on, this isn't about him though. This is not about him.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I have the right to talk.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
I'll cut to the quick.
2 minutes.
That person had 60 occasions where the North Riverside police were over at his house,
What is that?
and most of them were for female harassment, and most of them were by his wife and his son. So if you think, Mayor Bowles, you're quick.
Stick to the topic.
Okay, the topic is, and I'm not gonna belabor it with, just keep on talking. Here's the topic. Do your homework. Go over there and ask for a freedom of information request. You did? You did, and you did not, you saw what I saw, 60 times the police were at this house and everything else under harassment. What he did is he tried to churn everybody up. But the point is, we have an innocent person here.
Time's up. Time's up.
Thank you very much for your time, Mayor.
I believe everyone was allowed to speak their opinion. Yes, some went over like this stuff.
Individuals, yeah. Individuals. Not the whole fireman, just break
Okay, there,
firemen.
there's no one else on the list, but is there anyone else who would like to say anything?
Hi, I'm short. Okay, I'm Joanne Wensmar, and I've lived in this town my whole life, so that was about 25 years now. It's about 67 years. Actually, I didn't realize this was all going to come out about the fire department, but I do have two separate issues. When I go down 17th Avenue where the bike trail is, I notice that there's a lot of kids on their bikes going across 17th. Is there any way you could look into putting a flashing stoplight there? Because it's like you stop quick and then all of a sudden the car is behind you because you can't see them crossing over. So you look into that, like 31st he has on,
Right, the problem is, that's Cook County Forest Preserve property. I could talk to them, but we don't have jurisdiction over it.
yeah, I understand that, but
I'll
I just, I've seen those calls and I don't, I'm worried about it. And the second thing was about the vehicle sticker, the process. So now it's $50 per car, is that it?
Except for seniors. Seniors didn't go.
And what is seniors? $10. Okay. And the other question I have regarding parking on the street. We have a 3-day ordinance.
Yeah.
Other towns have no days. Riverside, Forest Park, LaGrange Park. Can we bring that down maybe to 2 days? Because the police have been busy with crime. And to me, it would be easier for the police to see, because these cars stay longer than 3 days. And that's just so if you could do that, that would help too, bringing it down to less days.
That's fine.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Anyone else?
My name is David Reich. I've been a North Riverside firefighter for over 21 years. I don't like the accusations against the firemen for riling up people in this town over this issue. We had nothing to do with this hiring or firing the last chief. We're here to see what was going on. We did not force anybody to do anything. We did not take a stance on this. So the people who are coming here from out of town to accuse us of wrongdoing, shame on you. We've been accused of wrongdoing. Stealing his political signs. And when Deputy Chief Garcia at the time, now Chief Garcia, said that there was no proof of this, would not even issue an apology to us. This is how the firemen of your town are treated. I care about this village very much. And it breaks my heart to see what's happened to this department and where it's come in the 21 years that I've been here. I'm hoping that I can make a difference before I have to leave. I'm here to serve all of you. Thank you.